Hi there, folks. I'm Grant Stinchfield. Thanks for joining us for Carry Guard Daily. You know, it's no secret that the patchwork of concealed carry laws across this country are putting law-abiding gun owners at risk. It's why we need national reciprocity. But what is really disconcerting for me is that the Second Amendment can mean one thing in a state like Connecticut and something completely different in a state like New York. So different in a state like New York or California or Maryland that you've got a former law enforcement officer who is literally afraid to carry his firearm in New York City because even he doesn't know all the laws. And if a guy like Dan Bongino doesn't know the laws in New York City and he's concerned about carrying, imagine what that means for the average citizen out there. I talked to Dan about that very subject today.
I mean, I shouldn't say this, but I will. I am former law enforcement. I have HR218, and I'm afraid to carry in New York. I am. I know I can. It's not a violation of the law. I'm not doing anything wrong. I have the proper permit to do it from HR218. But I'm serious. I'm really like terrified to carry in New York because you just don't know. The rules are so draconian on self-protection that when I go up there, I mean, most of the time I fly anyway, so it doesn't matter. I can't. But even when I drove up, there are times I'm like, gosh, I mean, it's crazy. What the rules up there really, they restrict law-abiding people from putting on their own personal security blanket around themselves. And it's really troubling that a guy like me, you know, trained by the government through the NYPD and the Secret Service and the effective use of a firearm, that's in my head. I'd be lying to the audience if I said otherwise. National reciprocity is just a must. It's a must-do. We need to, and I get it. I understand it's not going to override every state and local dopey ordinance they have out there, like magazine restrictions, another nonsensical thing. Like I tell people all the time with magazine restrictions, you know when the magazines, when the gunfight's over, when the bad guy stops shooting at you, that's when it's over. He doesn't have a magazine restriction, or she. They don't care. Right. They'll get access to anything. It's just you who's restricted. So yeah, it's frightening. And you know, it's easy for me to get up here and someone could probably just tweet me and say, well, just research the gun laws and you'll be fine. I get it. I get it. It's a personal. I've heard it all. I value my Second Amendment rights more than anyone. I've been an advocate for it my whole life, even when I ran in a blue state, so no one's going to lecture me on anything. But, I mean, if anyone from New York is listening, I mean it. I mean, you have people like me who serve this country honorably. I'm not asking for anybody's pat on the back, but I'm giving you my honest opinion on this channel right now. It frightens the hell out of me to carry a firearm in New York because I know there is some administrative hassle. If, God forbid, you have to use it, they can catch you up in. And especially the fact that I'm a conservative, I'll be the guy they catch on something.
And that's the reason why we need national reciprocity passed and passed right now. So how can you help? You got to call your senators, both of them, in fact. Then hang up the phone and call all the other senators and put the pressure on. That's what we do here. That's what I need your help in doing as well. Thanks for joining us, folks, for Carry Guard Daily. We'll be back Monday with a new episode of Carry Guard Daily. I'm Grant Stinchfield.